sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check of our starting lineups. State Farm shows who will hit the floor first. And guys, taking a look at Udonis Haslem, what will we see from him?
You know, it's amazing. Haslem might be 6'7". He looks closer to 6'6" to me. But he was an imposing presence at center in his college days with the Florida Gators.
Even though he lacks elite size at the NBA level, he understands positioning, doesn't back down. And in the pros, I've always thought this about Haslem. He's also become a terrific step-back jump shooter. And then he steps back and draws those charges. So see, his game is multi-tier, multi-dimensional.
And we all knew it was a title or nothing for the Heat last year after getting to the 2011 finals and losing to Dallas that season. In fact, Dwayne Wade himself said if they didn't win a title, it would be a bust.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, I spoke with the head coach of the Pacers. We talked about the strategy as it applies to D. Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Steve, back to the Heat, you were talking about them. You said Wade thought it would be a bust year if they didn't win the title. Really, you know, Clark, that seemed to be the prevailing thought by many, and not just from Wade.
Yeah, ultimately, Kevin, though, they did win the title, and Wade was vindicated.
Shane Battier has checked in for Miami.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
And here are the Pacers now. 7-point differential. And stolen by Chalmers. LeBron. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
No way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
There's the dish to Battier.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy two in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws and misses them both.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And Augustine kicks to Hansbrough. And again, unable to change momentum here. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Heat lead by 10.
12.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers. On the wing, Paul George and Danny Granger. Mahinmi is out there with Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Augustine in at the point guard position.
Well, it's interesting. Indiana is known for being a hotbed of basketball. And in recent years, the Pacers have not drawn well, in large part because I didn't think their teams were very likable. But that's changed. The current Pacer group is a hard-working, unselfish team, and I think they're fun to watch.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defenses.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Pacers trail by 8. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Fader on the way. Mahinmi. Second chance shot. Hansbrough. That's good.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Allen kicks to Anderson. Heat moving the ball around. Cole dishes to Anderson. And he slams it in one-handed.
He's short for the center position, but he makes up for it with tremendous leaping ability.
Now here is Augustine. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Granger passes to Hansbrough. Second shot opportunity. Mahimi's shot is good.
And hard work on the boards, guys, leading to that putback.
Lets it go with the three. No good on that last second attempt there. And so that's the end of the first half. Heat up. And now,
brought to you by Sprint.
Hey, everyone.
we have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've come to expect from this guy, and he has delivered here through three quarters.
Yeah, that's not easy since teams always are keying on him as the team's top player, but to be able to play like he has, with the reputation he's got, I mean, that takes an awful lot of talent and focus.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Haslem and Bosch are up front. Mario Chalmers in the electric D. Wade at the guard. And it's LeBron in at the three, the small forward.
And the way Wade's style of play is very high wire and high impact. I mean, he spends a lot of time getting fouled and bouncing off the hardwood. And every season he spends time packing muscle on his frame so he can handle that kind of pounding.
He dishes it to Chalmers. Pacers with the rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season, LeBron James had maybe the best season of his career in winning his third MVP and an NBA title. He credited his success to getting back to enjoying the game. The year before, criticized for the way he left Cleveland, he said, "My whole season was about trying to prove people wrong, and that's not how I play the game of basketball." He added, "I got to this point by playing the game a certain way, getting back to me loving the game, having fun with the game. I play the game fun, joyful, and I let my game do all the talking." He spoke loud and clear, Kevin.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, guys, regardless of how the fans perceive LeBron, it seems like the villain role just wasn't for him. And last year he got back to playing the way he likes to play, with a lot of joy, a lot of love for the game. I think that's one of the reasons he was in the correct mindset to go ahead and perform so well in the playoffs and win his first title.
Paul George, he's checked in for Danny Granger. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Stevenson, off target with the free throw line, Jay. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Allen lobs it up there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
And as we... Well, Heat leading by 12. West and Hibbert are up front. George Hill out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's George in at the small forward. That's the Pacers' foul. Kicks it out to Allen. Wade, now the feed to Chalmers. Launches a three. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Chalmers has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Heat. Pacers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Wade kicks to Bosch.
Yeah, this is a done deal here. They've pretty much finished this team off.
Yep, we can put this one in the books. Too much to overcome now.
Here's Hill. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Hill gets a screen from West. Hill dishes to West. That's good.
Came off the screen and did what I call a right now move, right to the rim. The defense had no time to recover.
He feeds it to Chalmers. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Miami's checked in for Indiana. And Miami also making a switch. Haslam's checked in. Chalmers against Hill. West passes to Hill. And George kicks to Stevenson. Miami grabs the miss. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin's going to be.
Poked loose. Unhindered, going all the way.
And this one is just about over. It's going to be an easy win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
Here's Hill. Passes it to Mahinmi. Good, the assist goes to Hill. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Chalmers. Three-pointer, and the Heat, another three.
Now, the offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's been the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots, and that's what they've done.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Chalmers.
And some instant offense coming for them after that steal.
Yeah, that's terrific, beautiful transition basketball. No chance at all for the defense to get back and set up.
West. The kick out to Hill, beyond the arc. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.